All right, let's do this thing. I'm John Renton with my review of NWA Powerrr Episode 30, The Fallout of When Our Shadows Fall. A pay-per-view that had a, shall we say, controversial ending to Nick Aldis versus Trevor Murdoch for the 10 pounds of gold, where Aldis got himself intentionally disqualified to retain the championship, and let's just say a lot of fans about the pay-per-view didn't seemingly like that. I'm not saying I was a big fan of it, but I enjoyed enough of the pay-per-view that, hell, I'll plunk down $5 a month to watch NWA Powerrr. It's not that bad. I get to support the talents, and I'm interested to see where they go with some of this. Now, some of the show is pretty good, and I'm interested to see what they're going to do, especially with the opening announcement. I just hope that they don't piss off their remaining fan base, because you don't have to get the fans everything they want every single time, but I'm worried that if they do too much bullshit, it's going to drive off the remaining fans, and it's not going to do any good for the talents that are really trying to go out there and do their best. So anyway, we opened with William Patrick Corgan. I'm just going to call him Billy Corgan, because that's what I'm used to calling him since his days as the frontman of Smashing Pumpkins. He's there being interviewed by Kyle Davis, and also Mickie James is there, who has carved out a hell of a goddamn career in wrestling, and her and Nick Aldis are an item. They have a family, and I'm so happy that Mickie James is going to be able to, spread her wings and show her creativity and do some good stuff. Corgan announced that 2 pay-per-views will be happening in St. Louis. So, okay, they're going to have an all-women's pay-per-view. Okay, and Mickie James is going to be the executive producer. And then 29th will be, or I believe that's going to be on the 28th, and then the 29th is going to be NWA 73 in the spiritual home of the NWA in St. Louis. So cool, that's really nice. They're going back out on the road. I'm interested to see what kind of crowd they're going to draw. Mickie says that she wants the cream of the crop. Doesn't matter if you have a contract somewhere. She wants to get the best of the best out there. I hope they can do this. I want to see what an all-women's pay-per-view can do. Yes, Shimmer has been doing shows for years and years, and they did one during the pandemic, Shimmer at the Collective, which wasn't a bad show. But WWE had a chance to capitalize on this and, milk that thing dry, and they only did Evolution, not Evolution 2, Electric Boogaloo. So now NWA can work with Ring of Honor, they can work with AEW, they can work with Impact, bring some women in, do a 7 to 8 match card for 2 hours. I think they can really pull this off, and I'm interested to see what they can do. NWA 73, not sure where they're going to go, though. I think they're going to go with Murdoch versus Aldis 2. So then they do that, and cool, it's great. And I really hope that Mickie wrestles on that show, because she's still got a lot to give behind the scenes and in the ring. And then Camille Promo. Well, she wants to, be in the main event. She wants to have a coronation. Honor Mildred Burke, Fabulous Moolah, so many others, and even the recent champion Serena Deeb. Fabulous Moolah, yeah, you know what, she can burn in hell for what she did, and you know what the fuck she did. So, anyway, she brings out Tom Slattemer. They're an item, they kiss, get a room! That was kind of funny. And Galley is still mad. Holy shit, Joe Galley stole the goddamn show here, because he was really mad about all the shit that happened during Aldis versus Murdoch. I don't blame him. He spoke for a lot of fans, and spoke as a passionate wrestling fan, and just sportscaster, and wanting to see things done the right way. And I don't blame him one bit for being upset. Adonis and Aldis show up to booze. Joe is still upset. Tim Storm has to show up to calm Galley down, before Galley gets slapped by Aldis, and Joe basically tells Camille, congratulations, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. You did it the right way. That was good stuff. And Joe getting fired up, this is good. Tim Storm took over talking about, this very talk-heavy opening segment. National title tourney. Adonis never lost it, but because of all the, the fracas and everything, and they need to have, the championship spread around. Aldis, calls him Conspiracy Corgan, which was kind of funny. Strictly Business is going to have all the gold. It's Pero, Latimer, Adonis, Kratos, Rosser, and JTG in the field, I believe. I'm not sure exactly how the field is formatted. I think there's a couple other people, unless they're just going to do 2 3-ways and then have the 2 winners of that meet in the finals. Bit of a weird way to do a tournament. And Aldis will be the second for Camille's championship coronation, which I'm glad they didn't go with the first letter of Camille's name for that entire thing. That's not good. Ugh. So, if you get it, you get it. Serena Deeb was interviewed by Mae Valentine. What is next? She's going to stick around the NWA, hopefully. I think she's going to be more going to AEW, because she does a lot of work with them as well. I believe she's signed with them. But Serena did a good job defending the championship. And did, even with her layoff, was still able to do pretty goddamn well. Luke Hawx versus Pope, TV Championship, 6:05 time limit. Not bad. The bright tights of Luke Hawx were a little bit distracting at first, but honestly, it was a well-worked match. It was kind of down to the wire, I think, with like about 45 seconds left. Luke had done some good offense, but got hit with the Elijah Express 1, 2, 3. And it's 5 defenses on the road to the lucky 7. I think that Pope will get to that, and then we'll lose his match he's going to have against Aldis. That's my take. And then Kyle May plug merch. And then Mass Superstar number 10 or 20. I don't know who this guy is. The voice sounded familiar. He was personally signed by Billy Corgan. Says he's here because he's supposed to be. No respect for the guys in the back. I'm not sure what this was about. And then the lone thing that they did with the women that didn't involve Camille was Lady Frost versus Taryn Terrell. Taryn then gets tossed around a bit by Lady Frost, who's very unique with her offense, and says, I'm not in the mood to do this. And then it's like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I go shake your hand, and then Lady Frost goes to get out of the ring. Most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling. Surprise, roll up 1, 2, 3. The roll-up epidemic is everywhere. Jesus Christ, this is the best thing. Taryn Terrell should not be in a wrestling ring. She's not good. She doesn't look like she wants to do anything. She doesn't really have the personality to pull this off. I like Lady Frost, but I'm all about storytelling. This didn't work for me. Also, what didn't work for me was Tyrus and Grandpa Idol. Grandpa Idol off his meds again. He promotes Tyrus' superior fisting techniques. And then some guy, BLKGs, I think is Black G's, I think is how they say it, wants to talk about business and to keep watching. I really have no desire to see Tyrus continue to be on NWA television because he hasn't been very good. His conditioning's been awful, and there are other people they can get out there that have a name. They're way better than Tyrus. And I ain't even talking about any of the stuff outside of wrestling. He just ain't very good. This was what it was. We then get a pre-tape Murdoch promo with May Valentine. He's understandably not happy. He has no direction. He needs to take more time for himself. They're obviously angling to Aldis versus Murdoch. Final match is the end. Odinson and Perro versus La Rebellion. And Mecha Wolf and BCS 666, I believe. Based off the interactions that they had at the pay-per-view. Jumpstart and a slugfest. Taking Perro off his feet is an achievement in itself. It's a melee, and it's being either a double DQ or a no contest because they won't get out of the ring, and they have a brawl. Nobody is safe, and then they have another brawl because La Rebellion dives on them. So, okay, it was fine. It was an angle match, but it was what it was. Camille's championship coronation. Did they get this music from a hotel elevator speaker? Melina shows up. We have unfinished business. Lady Frost throws her off and says, no, not Lady Frost. Genocide. Sorry. Throws her off and then basically says, no, it's their time to shine. She raises her hand. Obviously, both these women are going to go for Camille's championship. Not a bad show. It was bookended at least by stuff that advanced the storylines, and there was some decent stuff, just a bit of bad. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.